Hello everyone, my name is Tryness, and I'm here to talk to you about something very small in size, like this. And this thing, some people think is a vegetable, and some people think it's a fruit. Well, I think it's a fruit because it has seeds in it. But the thing is, this small thing changed my life. But before I tell you that, let me tell you about my story. My family is quite complicated. We're three in our family, and three fathers. Well, you might be wondering, how did this happen? But trust me, it did. My mother died when I was 6, and that made me feel really sad, confused, because I didn't know how life afterward would be. But that didn't mean that life has to end there. My aunt took me to stay with her. So I started my primary school, and the most confusing thing I got was that every time after school, a group of few students of my age seemed not to be going straight home after school. So they were going to what they called a community-based organization, which is known as CINEMATOGRAPHER. So I thought, why is it only you? So one of them told me that it's only orphans who go there. So I was wondering, well, why not me? I'm also an orphan. But they said that I can't go there because I have to go have to go through a certain process. But I didn't take her talk or what she told me. So I just went, followed them instead. I was very amazed to see a group of students in small groups learning, sharing food, and playing games afterwards. Well, that was amazing to me because I was all only at home, being the only little child. So I thought I'll be going at Quito every time they meet. Well, that happened. But one day, a certain woman recognized me, and when she asked me why I'm there, I explained to her that I'm also an orphan. But that wasn't enough for her. So she thought of talking to my aunt. So one day she followed me home, and when my auntie told her about me, she thought of including me into the program. So that's how I got involved with Quito. But don't forget that tomato, this small thing, changed my life. There are also a number of other students, more than 250, who are also being supported through this program. Some are in universities, some are in different primary schools, and some are in secondary. But there are also other people who are supported through this program, and these are people living with HIV and AIDS and elderly. But you may wonder how this happens. Well, let me tell you what happens at Quito. They grow tomatoes, and when they're harvested, they are bottled like this. Well, it's really interesting. Try it one day. And it's through this money which supports all the programs which I've mentioned, that it's through these tomatoes that a number of students, and including myself, get help through. Well, changes happens every time, and it can't be through a tomato like this, but always remember to make a change. Well, it can't be this, as I said, but it can be anything that you think you have in your community. Use that small thing. Well, it might seem small, but it is really beneficial to others who like it. So I challenge you to use that small thing you think it is to make a difference that some people will never forget in their lives. Thank you for listening.